And this is actually video part 2 as far as showing how to advertise on Yahoo Groups. If you have not already seen part 1 on this video, make sure that you go ahead and refer to and watch part 1 on this video. It will actually show you how to get started on this. So, of course, in video 1 we talked about how to set up your Yahoo email, how to set up your Hotmail email, and how to download and install Firefox browser, and also how to install Linky. So we've also got all that done, and also joined the Yahoo Groups at this point. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and get started on doing the actual advertising on this. So what you would do, of course, is log into your Yahoo account with your, of course, Yahoo name and your Yahoo, of course, password. Then after doing so, you'll see here on this sidebar here different options you can choose from. Of course, you go ahead and click on groups. You can do actually a right click if you want to and choose open link in new tab. This is where the Linky program comes into effect by doing this. And then as you can see, it shows here my groups, and then on as far as on that tab there, as far as on the side, and then you go ahead and choose view all. And then that way, if you have a lot of groups that you already belong to, it'll show different sections or different rows here of groups. As you can see, I have 4 different rows of groups that I belong to, as far as 4 different pages of groups. Excuse me, as far as business groups. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one here because I was doing some postings earlier, so I'm going to choose a different section of groups to post to. Some of them says no new activities, so that means they might not have it open as far as doing postings too. But you can still go ahead and open it anyways, just to be on the safe side or just to try it out. What you do, of course, is do a right click again, open link in new tab is what you choose. Right click, open link in new tab for that one as well. You just go down the line, of course, and do different groups here that you would already belong to. Of course, each group has different amounts of members that belongs to them. But like I said, try to join as many as you can. And the more that you belong to, the more members you can advertise to. So I've got several different tabs here open now as far as different groups. Now what you want to do is click on each tab for each one of those groups. Go ahead and then go to the side again where it says post and click on post. And of course, as you can see, it has the subject and also the body of the message that brings up there. Go ahead and go to the next group and do the same thing. So you go down to each tab and do this. Go ahead and click on post for each one of these groups. Like I said, some groups though might not have it to where you can post. This is one example right here. So just go ahead and click on the X to get that one cleared out, so that way you don't have to worry about that one. Go to the next group here and click on post again, and do that for all the groups that you have up here. Now, of course, by doing this, you can do all this at a very fast pace, and you can put on there a whole page of groups all at one time if you want. Like I said, I have 4 pages of groups that I belong to, so I can do a whole page all at one time if I want to. So what I'm going to do next is I have a pre-written message that, of course, I'm going to use to advertise. It is for a social site called 6 Degrees. You go ahead and copy the body of the subject. In other words, the subject. You go ahead and copy the subject, and you paste that into the subject line for each one of these groups. So you just click on the new tab and do that for each one of these groups. And as you can see, by doing this, this is going to be done in a very short period of time, being able to post to each one of these groups. And that's, of course, the whole point of doing this video, to show you how to do this, how to advertise in a very short period of time, and also to be very effective with doing your advertising. So I've got that done as far as the subject. Now I want to go ahead and copy and paste the body of the message, which of course has the link and also a short description on how it works, as far as how the business works that I'm into, which, like I said, is the social site that actually pays, just like MySpace, but it actually pays you. And like I said, you go down each one of these tabs for each one of these groups to do this with. Now, of course, as you can see, I'm describing this as I go along, so if I was doing this on my own, I actually would be going faster than this. So, keep that in mind as well, of course, too, when you're doing your advertising on this. So I've got that in each one of those tabs, in other words, each one of those groups. And after doing so, you just go ahead and click on each one again and choose, in other words, click on send. So each one of these groups are now going to be able to receive these messages, and it actually goes directly into the inbox of each one of these members on each one of these groups. Now, also keep in mind on this too, when you're doing your messages on Yahoo Groups, in other words, you're sending your messages on the Yahoo Groups, Also, at the end, make sure that you put in a disclaimer saying that it is a opt-in message that they did agree to receive. So that way they know for sure that it is not spam, and they know for sure that they did agree to receive your message. Because of course, when you belong to those Yahoo groups, you also agree to receive their messages as well. So each person has agreed to receive those messages back and forth, and like I said before, that's why you want to make sure that you use the Hotmail account in order to get all that done. So I've pretty much got this done now as far as showing you how to do this. Like I said, keep in mind that the more Yahoo business groups that you belong to, then the more you're going to do as far as people that you can advertise with. The groups that I belong to probably is well over 100,000 people, so you can actually get that done probably within about 10 to 15 minutes of a time period. So once you have everything set up, it actually goes fast as far as being able to get that done.